What's up, everybody? It's Reezy here with the Reason Sports Network, and today we're gonna break down the division standings so far in the NFL as of Week 16, and we're gonna break down the stat leaders so far in the NFL and a little bit of the team stats. So first off, let's break down these division standings. We got the Jets at 9-6, Miami 6-9, Buffalo 6-9, New England 3-12, Baltimore 10-5, Pittsburgh 10-5, Cleveland 5-10, Cincinnati 2-13, Houston 13-2, Jacksonville 8-7, Indy 8-7, Tennessee 3-12, the Raiders 15-0, dominant this year. Then we got the Chargers 8-7, Kansas City 7-8, Denver 4-11, Washington 12-3, Dallas 8-7, the Giants 8-7, Philadelphia 4-11, Detroit 14-1. The only loss that they have is to 15-0 Atlanta Falcons. But then you got Green Bay at 9-6, Chicago 3-12, Minnesota 2-13. Like I said earlier, Atlanta's 15-0, Carolina's 8-7, Tampa Bay's 3-12, New Orleans is 3-12, the Rams are 11-4, Seattle's 11-4, San Francisco 7-8, and Arizona's 5-10. Now I know I haven't been doing this the entire season, but I definitely been keeping up with the team and the schedule and all of that. And so far this year, here are the standings. Two undefeated teams so far, one team with one loss. Got a couple teams that are fighting for that number one overall pick spot on a race to Vontae Austin. But yeah, anyways, that's there. We done with the division standings so far. Now let's go on to the players. Here are the stats for the quarterback so far this year. I have this sorted out by quarterback rating. First off, we got DeMarcus Williams, arguably the best quarterback in the game. No, arguably, definitely the best quarterback in the game. He's definitely winning MVP. 5,725 yards, 63 touchdown passes, 13 interceptions, 381 yards per game, 78% completion percentage. What's crazy though is his rushing numbers. We're going to get on to that later on, but his rushing numbers are insane. But yeah, y'all see what's going on. Traymon Shady, second in quarterback rating, 53 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, 4,900 passing yards, 78% completion percentage, 328 yards per game. That's pretty impressive. Then you got guys like Al Francis, quarterback for the Falcons, going crazy. 5,000 yards, 46 touchdowns, and only 4 picks. Come on now, where they do that at? You got Keenan Days right here. Numbers aren't crazy, but he's been incredibly efficient. Hasn't thrown the ball too much like some of the other guys. Then you got Sean Amory right here, which is Stan Amory's older brother. 49 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, 5,400 yards, 318 yards per game, 68% completion percentage. Going crazy. You got other guys, y'all can pause the video when y'all want. Like right here, Tate Carter the third, a subscriber to the channel. 4,600 yards, 40 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, 62% completion percentage, 289 yards per game. Man, going crazy. Well, not too crazy, it's high numbers. But having a pretty good year, especially for a second year quarterback. Took his team to the playoffs and won a playoff game last year. But yeah, y'all can stop the video when y'all want. Here are all the players. Next, let's go on to the running backs. Now, we got two guys with 2,000 yards already. Gary Williams, 2,100 yards, 23 touchdowns. A lot of people think he's going to make first team all pro. I don't know. It might be Patrick Hogan. Like this guy, 2,045 yards, 34 rushing touchdowns. Insane. Aaron George, the rookie out of Michigan State, 1,900 yards, 16 touchdowns, 5 yards per carry. And a guy like Bryce Petrie right here, who's been out for a good portion of the season, still has 1,800 yards. That's crazy. And he has over 1,000 yards receiving. Y'all gonna see that later though. But then yeah, this is what I meant to really touch on. DeMarcus Williams, 120 attempts, 1,600 rushing yards, 13 yards per carry, 23 rushing touchdowns, 108 yards per game. Mind you, this is the same quarterback that has almost 6,000 passing yards, 63 passing touchdowns, and yeah, man, we don't need to talk about him anymore. Special talent for sure. Definitely gonna win the MVP. See Keenan Days right here, another elite Russian quarterback, big time athlete, and he's huge. 7 feet tall, 234 pounds. So he's hard to tackle. 1,600 yards, 5 yards per carry, 24 touchdowns. But yeah, y'all see a lot of these other running backs like Jake Charles. Y'all can stop whenever y'all want to go look at him. But yeah, these guys going crazy. Like Sean Emery, 533, and he's a quarterback. Right here with the receiving though. We gonna sort it by receiving yards. Andy Brewer, number 3 overall pick, a rookie, 6'4", 188. This man's already put up 2,200 yards, 15 yards per catch, 20 touchdowns. Special. That's all I gotta say. 126 yards per game, 668 yards after the catch. This man doing his thing out here. And you see guys like Gabe Williams, another number 1 wide receiver. We got 4 guys over 2,000 receiving yards. Brett Nugent, another rookie, almost 2,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. Another guy doing his thing. Chris Ferguson, 2,000 receiving yards, 25 yards per catch, 20 touchdowns. You seen him a lot on the Traymon Shady videos. He's the number 1 wide receiver for the Texans. Then we got Eric Foster, another rookie out of Michigan. 113 catches, 1,800 yards, 17 touchdowns. He did his thing. Marlon Restu right here, 1,800 yards, 13 touchdowns. Chris Bird, a tight end, 1,700 yards, 16 touchdowns, 840 yards after the catch though. Special as a tight end. Probably going to be first team All Pro. Zyrus and Cal Williams. 2 teammates right here for the Las Vegas Raiders. Both guys got around the same amount of catches, the same amount of yards, the same yards per catch. But Cal Williams has 4 more touchdowns. But yeah, both guys are going off this year. For real, for real. Rayvon Lewis right here. Big time dog in a run first offense, putting up 1,500 yards. That's special. Brent Roberts right here. A 3rd round pick. Leading all rookie tight ends right here. 87 catches, 1,500 yards, 15 touchdowns. This man was a 3rd round pick. He can get busy too. I said before he got drafted that he's probably going to be the steal of the draft. He was projected to go 5th round earlier on, but this man straight out of Toledo has been insane ever since he stepped on to the NFL fields. Alex Math is a 1st round pick, putting up 1,400 yards as a rookie. Pretty impressive. But yeah, y'all can see all these other guys right here. Like this guy, Reggie Kent, is a rookie tight end, 1,300 yards. That's cool and all. He won the Mackey Award last year. John Hargrove, subscriber to the channel, with 1,200 yards and 12 touchdowns. That's a pretty good year, especially for a rookie. He went undrafted, I believe. Yeah. You see, Bryce Vitry got 1,100 yards, and he's a running back. 1,100 yards, crazy. And he's been hurt for a majority of the year. You see him got the little hurt thing on him. But yeah, All Pro last year, won the MVP of the league last year. CJ Waden, top 5 pick in the draft, but he had 1,080 yards. Not as dominant as some of the other rookie tight ends, but definitely worth the draft pick, especially how he gets active in the run game. But yeah, these are pretty much it. You can stop the video if you want. Now, defense. Now, we really want to focus on sacks and interceptions for the defense, but we got to speak on certain things like Jeremiah Hawkins with 141 solo tackles. 141 solo tackles. It's crazy. 82 tackles for loss. Nobody even comes close. Nobody comes close. 82? Man, special talent. I think he's leading in almost every single category. Sacks right here. He has 34 sacks. Like, what we doing, man? As a middle linebacker, with these numbers are outstanding, man. He should definitely be in the race for MVP. If it was up to me, he should be in the race for the MVP. Christian Towns right here, 20.5 sacks, best pass rusher in the game, doing his thing out here. Brandon Keys, 16.5 sacks. Brett Blake right here is a rookie, and he had 10.5 sacks so far this year. So some guys balling out. Y'all can stop the video whenever y'all want, though. But yeah, we just gonna scroll through. Interceptions though. Jeremiah Hawkins as the middle linebacker is leading the game in picks. 13 picks so far this year. That's crazy, bruh. 13 interceptions as a middle linebacker. Special. All I'm gonna say is special. You see other guys, but a middle linebacker with all them interceptions is nothing short of special. You see a rookie right here, Jamie Cook though, for the Green Bay Packers, 3 interceptions so far this year. This man doing this thing. Next, let's take a look at these offenses so far. We just gonna zoom through. Not gonna go too detailed onto it, but this is the number one offense in the game right now. 54 points per game. 54. Even though this is all sorted by offensive yards, man, look at this. These are the top offenses in. All right, now these are the top offenses in the game right now. The Raiders hands down the best offense in the game. Like it's not even up for no debate. Any of that. Like, bro, look at this, bro. 54 points per game. Definitely leading in total offense. Pretty sure they leading in passing offense as well. They doing their thing out here. 54 points per game. Man, we can just scroll through all the offenses in the NFL. These are the top in offensive yardage. Then top in passing. Of course, the Raiders is still at number one. Detroit is near the bottom though. That's not looking good for the Lions. Top in rushing. The Ravens at number one. You got Washington. Raiders is still top 10 though. Pretty impressive for a team that throws the ball like them, still be top 10 in rushing. Houston's near the bottom though. Then points per game. You see the Raiders obviously number one. Houston's top 10 though. And you see all the other teams. And now let's take a look at the defense though. Detroit at number one. This is obvious. Been dominant all year. You see teams like Houston though, right behind them. The Raiders, but I mean they're not really right behind them. Look at the discrepancy between both defenses. Like, but yeah, y'all see what's going on. Passing defense is still Detroit. They've been great this year. Just look at the numbers, man. Special. Rushing defense, Detroit still at number one. It's not even close. The Raiders are behind them, but I mean, the Raiders have an elite offense, so teams are playing catch up, so they're not going to run on them a lot, which is why they give up a lot of passing yards. The fact that Detroit is all the way up here and like their offense is not even that good, they don't even produce points like that, it just says something about that defense. And then points per game right here, Detroit still number one. The Raiders at number two, surprisingly though. The Raiders, pretty impressive defense. That's going to be a hard team to beat. I think they on vengeance from that Super Bowl last year. They ended up losing to Washington. I think that's gonna be a hard team to beat. They undefeated too, and they gonna be hard to beat. Can't wait to see that Houston and Las Vegas game, man. But anyways, that's just gonna wrap it up for the team stats, the division leaders and the stat leaders. Yeah, that's pretty much it for week 16. Week 17 is about to start. Gonna have some games on the channel. After football season is over, we're gonna be focused on basketball season on the channel. We're gonna still get our football content, the draft, signing day, all stuff like that. Trade, free agency, all that stuff is gonna be on the channel, man. So stay tuned to the channel. Got a lot more content for y'all. It's Reezy here with the Reason Sports Network. Make sure y'all like this video though. Like it before y'all leave. Make sure y'all comment on it. Just drop an emoji or whatever. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. And then make sure y'all click on the post notification bell too. You can be a character in the Reason Sports Network universe. We make content for high school, college, and the pros. You can submit a form. The link will be in the description. However, if you sign up with Patreon, you'll have a lot more customization and control over your character. The link will be in the description.